Hello, my name's Elijah Wells, and today the Razzie winners came out. A reward show that has gone so bad they now resort to using AI now. Of course, the movies are so bad you may have mistaken them. Yes, AI may have been involved in at least one of them, so let's get on to see who are the real losers of last year. For worst picture, it goes to the Ice Cube War of the World, where he has a desk job and he fights aliens from his desk, and it's all shot from his computer. Surprisingly winning over films like the Snow White remake, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Electric State, and Star Trek 31, Section 31. And for worst actor, it goes to Ice Cube, doing his desk job from War of the Worlds, where he just stares at a computer throughout the entirety of the movie and fights aliens because of it. He won over Jared Leto from Troy Aries, The Weeknd from Hurry Up Tomorrow, Scott Eastwood from Alama, and Dave Bautista from In the Lost Lands. And for worst actress, it goes to Rebel Wilson for Brideheart, where she saves her wedding from some terrorists, I guess, and she fights them with the hair twirlers as nunchucks. I don't know. This looks like some stuff that would just get popular on Netflix. She won over Ario DeBose from Love Hurts, who's already been boxed off as a critical poison at this point. Mila Jovovich for In the Lost Lands, Natalie Portman in The Fountain of Youth, and Michelle Yeoh for Star Trek Section 31. For worst remake, rip-off and sequel, it goes to, again, War of the Worlds. Again, it's absolutely dominating at this awards ceremony, given how really lazily put together this movie is. Just like the video of the Razzies being just nothing but AI slop at this point. And there's Snow White, Smurfs, okay, and Five Nights at Freddy, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Again, all these films are so bad, it makes you beg the question, like, why make another one of these things? Particularly with something like Snow White, where even its own cast seemed to hate it before it came out. Smurfs, where it clearly looked like David Elson was like, well, we can make money out of this, and just remake the previous films, and just do nothing. Five Nights at Freddy's and I Know What You Did Last Summer are just horror movies. Horror sequels that no one really wanted. And for worst supporting actress, it goes to Scarlett Rose Stallone for Gunslingers. Again, it was very surprising that Gal Gadot was not nominated at all in this category and nowhere to be found. Guessing a lawsuit might have been pending against the Razzies, but she's not in it as well. There's worst supporting actor. It's 7 for a price of 1. It goes to the 7 artificial dwarves from Snow White. One winning over Nick Cage, Stephen Dole from Brideheart, Greg Killen from Off the Grid, and Sylvester Stallone for Alumni. So a very deserved win for the dwarves, given they all look like nightmare fuel. And for worst screen combo, we have all 7 dwarves, all 7 for a price of 1. James Corden and Rihanna for Smurfs, Ice Cube and his zoom camera from War of the Worlds, Robert De Niro from Alito Nights, and The Weeknd and his colossal ego for Hurry Up Tomorrow. And it goes to all 7 dwarves, or 7 for a price of 2 if you want to think of it like that. As in, if they're as bad as just a single actor, they're going to be even worse as just a pairing. So much so, we have James Corden and Rihanna. Rihanna, of course, I've given up waiting for another album from her. And James Corden, who's pretty much surviving his career post the scandal that turned out he was kind of a horrible person to his staff members. Ice Cube and his zoom camera. Like, this would have been a great movie if this was still COVID. But the movie was shot during COVID and was left in the dust for like 5 years and it came out like that. Robert De Niro, well, he really needed twice the paycheck for that one. The Weeknd and his colossal ego. Okay, just stick to music with this one, please. And for worst director, it goes to Rich Lee for War of the Worlds, where it turns out Ice Cube made an accusation that he never actually made it to set, as in he did it over Zoom. So, which was again a really telling sign that this one was going to flop anyways. And there was Star Trek Section 31, Russo Brothers for Electric State, who are now just so AI brained that it made me concerned about the upcoming Avengers films. Trey Edward Schultz for Hurry Up Tomorrow and Mark Webb for Snow White. Again, very deserved win for Rich Lee, who didn't seem to be even trying at that point. And for worst screenplay, we have Electric State, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Snow White, and Star Trek and War of the Worlds. The winner is, of course, War of the Worlds, where it's less of an adaptation of the H.G. Wells' book of the same name, but more of so much a childish crayon scribble over the book, and just making it into an advertisement of Amazon for some reason. It's like, I don't know, making Blood Meridian and it's somehow an advertisement for Levi's jeans, or remaking something like Children of Men by P.D. James and somehow make it into a advertisement for Motherhood, which is an old clothing brand for like mothers and young babies. Again, not a very good sign that pretty much you got so bad that War Worlds have now pretty much won all its categories except for the worst screen combo being Ice Cube and his zoom camera. And of course, we shouldn't end this video without telling who's the Redeemer Award, and it goes to Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue after winning a Razzie for Sia's music, which made Sia disappear, and she got nominated for an Oscar for Song Sung Blue. So there's that for you. So, what do you think of the Razzies this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads, and Letterboxd. This is Elijah Wells, and bye.